Hello. Thank you for joining us today at the Lee County Library for our first ever And the Award Goes to video series. This series has been designed to look at various awards given to authors and illustrators in their given fields. This month, we will be addressing the Coretta Scott King Award and looking at its history and its importance. The Coretta Scott King Award was founded in 1969 by Mabel McKissick and Glendon Greer at the American Library Association. The first award was given in 1970 to author Lily Patterson for her work Martin Luther King Jr., Man of Peace. The American Library Association officially recognized the Coretta Scott King Award in 1982. It is given out annually in either January or February, and it is awarded to outstanding African American authors and illustrators of books for children and young adults. These individuals must demonstrate an appreciation of African American culture and universal human values. The award also commemorates the life and work of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., as well as honoring his wife, Mrs. Coretta Scott King, for her courage and determination to continue the work for peace and world brotherhood. Over the years, many changes have occurred with the Coretta Scott King Award. Originally, it was given out to just the author of the year. However, in 1974, the American Library Association began presenting an award to both an author and an award to an illustrator. In 1974, the award for the illustrator went to George Ford for the book Ray Charles, written by Sharon Bell Mathis. The Genesis Award, which is now called the John Steptoe Award for New Talent, was added in 1995. And in that year, Sharon Draper won this award for Tears of a Tiger. The last change that has occurred happened in 2010, in which the creation of the Virginia Hamilton Award for Lifetime Achievement was made possible. And in that year, 2010, Walter Dean Myers received this award. The award seal was designed in 1974 by Lev Meal. The award originally was a bronze seal representing the author or illustrator for the Coretta Scott King Award. The bronze seal was seen on slide number 2. Here on this slide, we see a silver seal, and these silver seals are given out to honor titles. The first honor titles were given in 1971, and then honor titles were received in 1974. However, it wasn't until 1976 that the American Library Association began giving out the award honorary titles for both authors and illustrators annually. The green seal, which we saw on our last slide, is given to the John Steptoe Award for New Talent, both for an author and an illustrator. Looking at the seal, we see it has a basic circle, which represents continuity in movement and resolving from one idea to another. Inside the seal, we see a dove at the very top, which represents peace. Underneath the dove, we see a pyramid stretching out throughout the bottom of the seal. The pyramid that is superimposed symbolizes both strength as well as the Atlanta University, which was the award's headquarters when the seal was designed. Inside of that pyramid, we see a young African American child reading a book with, and underneath that book, we see 5 main religious symbols below. These represent non sectarianism. The 5 non-sectarian symbols on the seal include the star and crescent, which is the symbol of Islam. Then we see the which is a symbol of um, Hinduism. There's the Latin cross, which is a symbol of Christianity. We see a Star of David, which represents Judaism. And lastly, we see the Tao, which is a symbol of China and represents the yin and yang or dualism as a per way to nourish balance within the universe. Past recipients of the award have been many. However, we're just going to look at a few individuals from the 2000s. So in 2016, Rita Williams Garcia won the award for her title, Gone Crazy in Alabama. She also won the award in 2011 for One Crazy Summer. In 2015, Jacqueline Woodson received the Coretta Scott King Award for her title book, Brown Girl Dreaming. And Christopher Paul Curtis received an award in 2008 for the title Elijah Buxton. Some of the illustrators who have received the award include Brian Collier in 2001 for the title Uptown. Ashley Bryan received the award in 2004 for Beautiful Blackbird. In 2007, Kadir Nelson illustrated and received the award for the title book Moses When Harriet Tubman Led Her People to Freedom. And in 2010, Charles R. Smith Jr. received the Illustrator Award for Langston Hughes' title book My People. The 2024 award winners recently came out, and the author award goes to Ibi Zoboy for the title book Nigeria Jones, and the illustrator award went to Dare Coulter for the book An American Story written by Kwame Alexander. We have our Coretta Scott King honor recipients for 2024. And for author, we have the title Big, written and illustrated by Vashti Harrison and was published by Little Brown and Company, a division of the Hachette Book Group Incorporated. Ms. Harrison won both the awards for both author and illustrator, the honor recipient award. The author, Carol Boston Weatherford, received two honor awards this year, one for her book How Do You Spell Unfair? Magnolia Cox and the National Spelling Bee, which was illustrated by Frank Morrison and published by Candlewick Press. And then Miss Weatherford also won for the book Kin, Rooted in Hope, which was illustrated by Jeffrey Boston Weatherford and published by Athenaeum Books for Young Readers, an imprint of Simon & Schuster's children's publishing division. The other illustrators who received honors this year included Sharon Wright for the illustrations in the book Holding Her Own, The Exceptional Life of Jackie Orms. This book was written by Tracy N. Todd and published by Orchard Books, an imprint of Scholastic Inc. And Jerome Humphrey and Jared Humphrey won the Illustrator Awards for the book There Was a Party for Langston, written by Jason Reynolds and published by Caitlin Delawy Books, Pantheon Books for Young Readers, an imprint of Simon & Schuster Children's Publishing. The John Steptoe Recipient Awards for New Talent, the author was Jade Adia for the book There Goes the Neighborhood, and illustrator Brianna Mukodiri Uchendu won the John Steptoe Award for New Talent as an illustrator for the title book We Could Fly, written by Rhiannon Giddens. This year, Christopher Paul Curtis won the 2024 Virginia Hamilton Lifetime Achievement Award. Mr. Curtis is best known for some of his titles, such as Elijah Buxton, The Watsons Go to Birmingham, 1963, and The Mighty Miss Malone. A few interesting facts about the award. All award winners receive a plaque and a $1,000 prize. Both author and illustrator, so author Dean Walter Myers and illustrator Jerry Pilkney, have won the award 5 times each. In 1981, actor Sidney Poitier, seen here on this slide, won the award for his book This Life. And in 2000, Christopher Paul Curtis, who we mentioned on our last slide as the Virginia Hamilton Award recipient for 2024, won both the Coretta Scott King Award and the Newbery Award for the book Bud Not Buddy. And that brings us to the end of our video series about the Coretta Scott King Award. We hope that you found some interesting information and that we hope that you join us next month when we go and visit and explore the history and importance of the Bailey's Women's Prize for Fiction. Please come join us at the Lee County Libraries in North Carolina for many of our offerings. We thank you and you have a wonderful day.